Good evening. My name is Lenny Vasquez, and this is my Unit 4 Scholarly Activity Speech. Good evening, fellow citizens and anti-federalists. We have gathered here today to support and defend the anti-federalist movement. I believe that the power of our government should be distributed among the people rather than having a centralized government. I believe that each state should maintain their individuality. I believe that the federal government shouldn't be a monarchical power. We as a country have first-handedly experienced what a centralized government can do while we were under the crown. This brings me to my first point. 1. States should retain their influence, and we as a country should avoid a corrupt monarchical elite. As an anti-federalist, I believe that every individual state should have the right to empower their citizens, those same citizens that will better understand their daily struggle and challenges. Who can better understand our local communities, farmers, and local business owners? Our states should. In contrast, our adversary, the Federalist, just like the Crown, our all-oppressor, believes in having a monarchy. That same monarchy that monopolizes our businesses and intervenes in every aspect of our daily life. Never again. The Federalists want to mimic that same model. Our leader, Thomas Jefferson, said of the Federalist model, and I quote, "Where a king and a parliament will regularly charter corporations which will enrich a privileged few." So there you have it, my fellow citizens. They will rule with just a few, and those same few will reap the benefits of your hard work and labor. Second, we, the anti-federalists, believe that the Congress should be the power of the government. Each and every one of our states should be represented by the people and work for the people of our individual states. Congressional representatives know and have an in-depth knowledge of its state needs. This very concept will enable them to effectively lead and take the country forward. Therefore, they must have the power to make the decisions for our states as a united front. Unlike our opponent, the Federalists, that advocate to have three branches control the power in the government, which in essence will have the capability of holding the overall power to that of the Congress, is completely absurd. We as anti-federalists must stand firmly against this concept. As our leader Thomas Jefferson said in a letter to President Washington, "All powers not delegated to the United States by the Constitution nor prohibited by it to the states are reserved to the states or to the people." Third, economically, our support should come from the lower class and rural areas as opposed to the economic elites. If we were to follow, according to the Federalist views, our middle and lower classes will receive the brunt of an economic recession. The power should be invested in the people, not with a higher power that will cause us to suffer, but instead empower us and keep us united and strong. Fourth point, we, the anti-federalists, demand a separate Bill of Rights. By separating a Bill of Rights from the Constitution, this will enable us, our representatives, to better capture the need of our individual states and citizens overall. Unlike the Federalists that want to use our Constitution as a catch-all mentality. Furthermore, without understanding that there may be situations where a Bill of Rights will be better suited to deal with situations in the individual case-by-case basis. As our leader Thomas Jefferson said in his vision of what our government should be, the government that governs best governs least, and that the best government is that closest to the people resonates still. In closing, I will urge you to support and fight for the anti-federalist movement. I believe that our representative assembly as states should reflect the diversity of our citizenry. Farmers representing farmers, merchants representing merchants, etc., etc. I distrust the concentration of power that our counterparts, the Federalists, attempt to have. We need to empower our communities and know and sympathize with every part of this, your community. Thank you.